Hello, hope you guys are all having a good day today. My name is Ryan. We're going to go over a cool beginner picking technique that I like to use as a warm-up. And I think it is a good technique for all people learning how to use their picking hand and improve their picking hand. So it's a pretty simple technique. We're not going to be using our fretting hand today. So for me, that's my left hand. So you can put that off to the side. Don't need to worry about it. We're just going to use our picking hand and the open strings of the guitar. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to pick each of the strings, the E string, the A string, the D string, the G string, the B string, and then the high E string again. First, we're going to pick the low E string 8 times, and we're going to use alternate picking. So alternate picking is when you pick down and then you pick up. And so for me, that looks like this: down, up, down, up. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pick down 4 times and up 4 times, alternating between the two on the low E string. So 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up. So that's the first step. The second step is going to be down on the E string and then up on the A string this time. So that looks like this: down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Good. Then the next step, we're going to do down on the E string and up on the D string. So that's going to look like this: down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Good. And so we're going to continue doing this. We're going to go now to the G string and down on the E string. Good. And now we're going to do down on the E string and up on the B string. And lastly, we're going to go down on the E string and up on the high E string. And now we're going to do that backwards. So down on the E string, up on the E string. And now down on the E string, up on the B string. And now down on the E string, up on the G string. Down on the E string, up on the D string. Down on the E string, and up on the A string. Now the E string by itself. Good. So now we start on the A string and we repeat the process, going down all the strings and then back up, alternating picking. So now we're going to go E string by itself. A string by itself. A, 2, 3. And now A to D. 3, 4. Now A to G. Now A to B. Now A to E. A to B. A to G. And then A to D. Now A by itself. Good. And now we repeat the process on the D string. D to B, D to E, D to B, D to G, and D to D. Now the G string, G, G, G to B, G to E, G to B, G to G. Good. And now the B string. B, B to E, B to B, and now E. Good. So that's the open string picking exercise. Now, if you feel comfortable with that, well, actually, first, the way you want to do this is by practicing with a metronome. So I like to set my metronome to 60 beats per minute. Every time you click, you're going to do a downstroke. So go click, 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 and so on. Now, if you get comfortable doing that, you can increase the tempo. You could practice so that the click is every 3 string hits. So that could be, then you're practicing in triplets. So you could go click, 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 click. Right? That's something I should practice. But the other option, which I think is a good idea, is to do alternate picking and do the reverse. So now you're going to start on the high E string, and you're going to go up, down this time. Click, 2, 3, 4. Then E to B. And E to G. And E to D. E to E. E to A, sorry. E to E. And then back up. A, D, G. So that when you get really comfortable with this, you don't want to look at your picking hand anymore. I haven't done this in a while, so it's okay if you look at your picking hand. There's no problem with that at all. But when you get comfortable with it, you can look away from your hand, and you don't have to look back. Another tip that I like to do is I like to rest my fingers on the pick guard, but I'm not anchoring them. So I'm not keeping my fingers locked in place. So they're on the pick guard here, but they're sliding. So when I go, let's say I'm going from the high E to the low E, they slide up and down like that. But they're not anchored like this, but they're sliding. And that's the picking exercise for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know how it's helping you, and leave a comment down below. Thank you and have a great day.